Guys, we come to Arcana Day, and I started to wonder, what does it take to run a traders table, an event like this? Is it stressful? Is it exciting? What does it take to do something like this? Here we are at Arcana Day, and you guys are from KJ's, you're in Footscray. What is it like coming from a shop, taking all that and setting up here?
It's hectic to begin with. The first thing we have to do is come up with a list of what we need to take. We can't bring everything, others would fill the entire hall. So it's a case of figuring out what will most likely be popular.
Yeah, judging popularity and just catering for that demand.
Judging popularity, I know that's a big thing. How does it feel? It's like people come up to this and go, oh, do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have this? Do you have that? Have you ever had a moment where you've turned around and gone, damn, why didn't we bring that when you know?
Every 5 minutes. Every time we come to places like this, people go, have you got this? And we go, oh, we should have remembered that because this is very popular or that's very popular. With limited space, we tend to skip some things, but there's always those moments.
But we are lucky in the regard that the shop's actually pretty close to where we are today, so we can send a runner back and forward with anything we might need, which we've already done a couple of times. So.
Now, that's an important thing because everybody figures, you set this stuff or whatever else. Do you guys do like Rochambeau or paper, rock, scissors to see whose car gets crammed full of stuff coming to these things?
No, I think whoever's got the bigger cars. I think both of us sort of semi-volunteered for that.
You guys, you work at KJ's, but the owner is at the shop.
Yes.
Does he like reimburse your petrol money?
Yeah, he'll give us some petrol money and things like that.
He does? This is news.
I'd like to apologise to the owner of KJ's for showing you a labour dispute.
To get some invoices going.
To start a union.
I reckon.
Again, sorry to the owner of KJ's, I've unionised your workers. You've been doing this for a few years now though, right?
Yes.
This is my first year.
Because I saw you, I think, at Conquest
Yes.
2 years ago, I think, was it?
I think it was last year. Last year was my first Conquest. I believe Ian was there the year before.
Yep.
He's been to a few of these. I've been to a few of these, depending on who gets put in charge of running the shop.
For the last couple of years, what's been the big seller?
I'd have to say X-Wing has been a consistently popular product.
And it's only increasing. With events like this and tournaments being run in store and at other events, it's just getting more and more new players in. And as they're constantly releasing stock, it's just building and building.
Now, and in no obvious segue whatsoever, because different events happening, whatever else, I heard a rumour that you guys were planning to run an event this year on your own.
Yes, we'll be running PandaCon this year.
Yep.
Happening on 1st, 2nd and 3rd of July down at Kindred Spirit Studios in Footscray. Or Yarraville, actually. It's just on the border there.
On the border?
Yes.
Okay.
Right in the...
Why did you call it Panda exactly?
With PandaCon, we're going for a more softer game convention.
Atmosphere, yeah.
There's a lot of conventions called Conquest and Arcana Day and very aggressive sounding names, and a lot of tournaments and conventions like this are aimed towards the more what would be a good word? Competitive player, yes. We've gone for something that's much more suited towards beginners or the casual gamer, somewhere where people can come and play a board game, try out a board game, try out role-playing games if they've never played those before, and not have to worry about the more professional players who are just come in and walk over them with something.
And the Panda's very non-threatening.
Soft and cuddly.
You've got Supernova and Armageddon, and they have a big cosplay contingent, hall full of people in costume.
Yeah.
And I know Conquest and Arcanacon tried introducing it a little bit here and there. With a name like PandaCon, I can't help but think you're going to get a lot of furries. Now, are you prepared to support cosplay?
Oh, absolutely. We've spoken to some cosplayers. We've also spoken to Swordcraft, and they're interested in running an event concurrently with PandaCon. And absolutely, if there's enough people who are interested in that, we'll cater for that.
Yeah, I think the idea is to not exclude anybody. It's going to be very much an inclusive for anybody. I mean, it's going to cater more at the newer gamers, the ones that are sort of sitting on the fence. They're not real sure if they want to get into it, but definitely everybody's welcome.
All right, because I mean you're a shop, traders hall. Because you're a trader, will you be turning around to the doors like if somebody turns up that looks, oh, you're from a competing store, crack your knuckles a bit and go, nah.
Look, if they're in the exact same business, then we'll politely say no. But we've opened it up to anyone who's developing their own products. We've got dedicated spaces for people with new role-playing games. Anyone who's got a product that's in a similar field but isn't a direct competitor is more than welcome. That's the idea: is to bring a bigger, wider community together.
Which sort of brings me to my role within PandaCon, is to basically approach developers and designers and bring them on board. So when you come on the day, if there's a developer who has their own role-playing game, you can actually sit down and play with the developer and they'll walk you through it. Same with board game designers and the like. You can sit down and actually play their game with them and they can walk you through the rules and showcase what it is they've done.
Anybody's got a game idea, contact you guys, might give them a table to show off?
Yeah, absolutely. You can get in touch with myself or Hayden or Ian through the shop.
With PAX coming out in the last 3 years, they've been big on free gaming and whatever else. And because every developer's just gone, ooh, okay, maybe we can go. If you turn up, I mean, will you be, for them, I'll ask, will you be charging them for table space, or will it be, if you have a genuine game and a thing that you're really trying to develop, just for minimum cost, able to show off? Or
Yes. It is designed that someone with a game can come along for free. We'll provide them with a space so they can have their own little stall to sell the things. We'll provide them with a table. All we ask is that they put some effort into, we just don't want them sitting there, which is against their interest as well, but we want them in there and engaged, running games. If they want to take some time off and play their own board games, no problems. That's the idea, is meant to just bring more people into the community.
I think I've just heard a whole bunch of indie gamers go, we can come in for free and show off our shit? Okay, where do we get into PandaCon?
Not exactly. It's more that we're taking submissions very shortly, and we will go through the list and approach those who we deem successful. There are some games that will say, look, it's not really suitable for what PandaCon is trying to achieve, and there are some other games that will say, yes, definitely come on board. So there will be a veto process.
Okay.
And we are limited by space.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's important. So you don't turn up on the day and expect to get a free table.
No.
Yeah, there's a whole process.
Absolutely, feel free to put a submission in. We'll look at all of them. That's not the problem at all. Just don't expect to shop and be let in for free.
Yeah.
Right. No, it's important. Now, that question is, how long is your submission period open for? I mean, obviously now until when?
We'll probably be opening it in the next 2 weeks till about, I would say 6 weeks before the event would generally be the cut-off. Then we can have everything locked in. At most, I'd say 4 weeks before the event.
Oh, fair enough. Limited time. Get in while you can.
That's it.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. Yeah, guys. PandaCon. Get in there.